What's going on, guys? Welcome to Comic Island. My name is Joey, and today we're going to go over some of the characters that are connected to the Man of Steel himself, Superman. So we got the Chinese Superman, Super Lex, Superwoman, the New 52 Superman, and of course the guy I call Clark White. Alrighty guys, so there's a lot to go over, and I went over this topic a few times just to trim the fat and to keep it as direct as possible so you know what's going on when you go to your local comic book store to pick up a Superman title. First off, to understand Superman's role in 2016, we gotta go back in time to before the New 52. I'm bringing us back to the Flashpoint to be precise. This event ended the universe we all knew and loved. We then move into the New 52, where we are introduced to a younger, brasher Man of Steel that has Kryptonian battle armor. One of the strongest, overpowered, indestructible superhero now comes with even more protection. New 52 Superman joined forces with the Justice League for the first time ever when Apocalypse invaded. The team was successful in repelling Darkseid's invasion. But what they didn't know was that there was a Superman standing by watching everything. This doppelganger would have come into their aid if they needed help. So now we move on to the doppelganger Superman. This Superman is the guy that you have been reading about ever since the mid-1980s. He is the guy that fought Superboy Prime along with Earth 2 Superman. He is also the guy that went toe-to-toe with Doomsday and won, but died due to his injuries. To keep things simple, he is a post-crisis Superman. This now begs the question, how is he in the New 52? How did he survive the Flashpoint when no one else did? Well, in 2015, the event Convergence revealed that Brainiac has stolen cities from across the multiverse and across time before their destruction. He placed these cities in his planet outside of time and space. This is where the post-crisis Superman stayed powerless for about a year. This is also where he and his wife Lois Lane conceived their child. With the help of Thomas Wayne from the Flashpoint universe, their son, Jonathan Samuel White, was born. Superman, along with the heroes from across the multiverse, banded together to defeat their jailer. But the multiverse is in turmoil again. Superman, along with a few other heroes, went back to the first crisis to defeat the Anti-Monitor. Once their work is done, Superman and his family relocated to the New 52 reality where he witnessed Darkseid's invasion and the formation of this world's Justice League. We are now back to square one at the beginning of the New 52. From here on out, New 52 Superman spent time learning what it truly means to be a hero, and the post-crisis Superman lived away from the limelight to raise his son and be with his wife. He managed to get a hold of a black suit through his wife's military connections. With this, he continues his heroics, and he did this in secret because he believes that by revealing himself, he would endanger the lives of his family. Post-crisis Superman and his family even took on the last name White to remain anonymous due to the fact that the New 52 Superman got his identity exposed by this world's Lois Lane. With his identity exposed, New 52 Superman also lost his powers stolen by Vandal Savage. To regain his powers, he enlisted the help of Argus agent Steve Trevor. The goal? To use the Argus kryptonite chamber to burn off the mutated cells in his body that is blocking him from absorbing solar energy. The strategy worked and Superman regained his powers to defeat Vandal, but the kryptonite continues to eat away at his healthy cells. This, combined with his exposure to the pits of Apocalypse and his battle with Rao, culminated in his death at the end of Superman issue 52. When New 52 Superman finally met his maker, he exploded, releasing an energy field that caught Lois Lane in its wake. She started showing powers resembling the Man of Steel's. You can follow her story in the new Rebirth title Superwoman. With New Superman dead, and the post-crisis Superman dealing with issues outside of the city, Metropolis now has a missing Superman. Lex Luthor, backed up by apocalyptic technology, bought the Daily Planet and claims the title of Superman, the protector of this great city. You see, this isn't the same Lex Luthor as his pre-New 52 version. This Luthor is still a sociopath, but he now has a purpose, to earn the respect of his sister Lena Luthor, and to be a brother that she can be proud of. You can follow him in various DC Rebirth titles such as Action Comics, Justice League, and even the new Superwoman series. So let's take a quick recap. New 52 Superman is dead. The energy from his body gave New 52 Lois Lane a portion of his powers, making her the new Superwoman. Lex Luthor dubs himself Superman, the protector of Metropolis, and post-crisis Superman finally dons a classic red and blue and publicly reveals himself as Superman. His son John is starting to exhibit Kryptonian powers, and his wife post-crisis Lois Lane is always by their side. Just to be clear, there are currently two Lois Lanes. New 52 Lois Lane has Superman's power and is the current Superwoman, and there is post-crisis Lois Lane that is just a normal human. She is married to post-crisis Superman, and they have a son named John. I hope you guys are following me on this. Okay, let's continue on. We now also have a Chinese Superman named Kong Kinnan. He isn't your typical superhero. Kinnan is a brash young man who got offered to take part in a secret operation to create a Superman for China. There is also an unknown civilian Clark Kent. All we know so far is that he truly believes that he is Clark Kent the Reporter, as if he's suffering from some form of amnesia. So far, the civilian Clark Kent hasn't exhibited any of Superman's power set. And finally, there is Mr. Oz, a very mysterious hooded gentleman that has been observing Superman and his close friends from the comfort of his own secret lair. He appears obsessed with Superman's growth and potential, and he only appeared in front of PostCrisis Superman once to offer a very strange warning. He is neither a friend or foe to the Man of Steel, and there are a lot of awesome theories online to suggest who Mr. Oz truly is. Alrighty guys, so that's all for now. I kept this video short and to the point because I have a bad habit of getting sidetracked and mumbling on about other things. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in another Comic Island video.